Talking to tourists. Excuse me. You're from here?
Yeah. What you want, you?
You know, I just got into your little town here, you say,
Chéticamp, yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was surprised to hear so many people talking French.
Yeah, you know that happens a lot here.
Yeah, well, I know, it's my first time here in Nova Scotia. I was surprised to find out that in Nova Scotia, there's still communities who speak French.
Well, me, I don't know what to tell you. Me, I live here and I talk French my whole life, me. And it's not the fancy French like the Quebec, though. No, them, I listen to them and I can't understand a word they say because they don't talk normal, you know? It's like the American, they show off, but they're almost as bad as the one from Toronto.
Oh.
Why is it bad?
Well, I'm from Toronto. Well, no matter. Listen, tell me about the history of this place.
History? Oh, me, I can't help you with that.
Why not?
But it's just that, we have no history.
You don't have any history?
No. But you tried the Bedek?
Bedek?
Oh yeah, you go to Bedek. It's right nice in Bedek.
Really?
Oh yeah, you go.
Okay. Well, that's a kind of an odd start to my vacation. I mean, every brochure I had read about this place said that, you know, it was culturally diverse and whatnot, but maybe she's right. Maybe I should just skip this place and go directly to Bedek.
Oh, you're planning on going to Bedek?
Well, maybe.
Oh, well, yeah, you should. Bedek's a great place to visit.
Really?
But while you're here, you should take the time and just get to know Chéticamp.
But I heard you don't have any history.
History? We're filled to the brim with history and arts and culture. Did I tell you that we won the Community Arts and Culture Award in 2011? Little Chéticamp.
That's impressive. And how do you pronounce it? You say
Oh, Chéticamp.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a French name. Actually, it's originally Mi'kmaq. Ouchidouche.
Really?
Ouchidouche. And eventually it became Grand Châti, which finally became Chéticamp.
Okay. That's fascinating. Then tell me more.
Well, after the deportation in 1755, some 14 Acadians that we call les 14 Vieux settled down in Chéticamp in 1785 because there were opportunities for them to fish for les Robins and own their own lands if they agreed to fish for them, of course. Les Robins are the founders of this community.
Wow, I'm impressed. That's fascinating, you know?
Oh yeah, but I haven't even started on the hooked rugs and the Micaran tradition and the story of the co-op movement.
My, for small communities, you guys sure have a lot of stories to tell.
Oh yeah, and if you don't stop me, I'll be here for hours, but seriously, I'm not a historian.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Well listen, here's what you should do.
What?
You should go to Les Trois Pignons, the information center.
The Trois Pignons?
The Trois Pignons. It's, over there they have a museum. They have books and a genealogy center, and they have knowledgeable people that can help you with all of Chéticamp's history.
Well, thank you. You know what? I just may do that.
Yeah, it's right down the road.
Really? Okay, thank you.
Enjoy your vacation.
Thanks. Bye. You know what? That was a great piece of advice because I did end up going to these Trois Pignons, and the people there were so knowledgeable, you know, and they knew everything about Acadian history, and there was so much research material, you know. I was so thrilled. I could have been there for hours and hours, but I was getting a little bit hungry, so I decided to stop into one of the local restaurants and try out a local dish. Ooh, waitress! Waitress!
Yeah, just wait a second. Yeah, you come in, you sit wherever you want. I'll be right with you in a minute. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Well, you see, actually, you know, I don't mean to be difficult, but this meal, quite frankly, it's not edible.
There's nothing wrong with this meal.
But, Mike, I can't eat this. Oh, my. Well, maybe I should try another restaurant. Yeah, this one. And I know, we're going to just start with some wine. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Start with some wine. Oh!
Is there anything wrong with the wine, sir?
Well, look, I don't mean to be, I don't want to be difficult, but quite frankly, this wine, it has an aftertaste of vinegar.
Oh, well, let me bring you another bottle. Our finest wine, the Châteauneuf du Pape. And we won't charge you extra for the more expensive wine.
Well, that's very, very kind of you. Thank you.
In this establishment, the customer always comes first.
Why, thank you. And you know what? That restaurant, it turned out to be great because the bottle of wine was an exquisite vintage. I so much enjoyed it. And that restaurant, they would not let me leave that establishment without giving me a gift certificate to one of their craft shops. Well, yeah, I can tell you that I gave them one of the highest possible recommendations on TripAdvisor. You know what? I'm so impressed with this place. I know that my little nephew and my niece would love this place. Yeah, I did love.
Whoa! What?
What?
Your niece and nephew? You want to bring kids here?
Well, I was thinking. Well, not right now, but next summer they're going to be 9 and 11. That's the perfect age, to travel.
Oh, but if you want to travel with them, you go take them to Disneyland or a place to enjoy themselves.
But I don't understand. I mean, you're saying that there's nothing for kids to do?
Oh, it's okay if you're near retirement age or something, no?
Uh-huh.
But no, not for a kid. There's nothing to do here for kids. There's no mall, there's no arcade or movie theater. There's not even a movie theater or a water park or whatever.
Oh.
Nothing for kids.
I see. Okay. Well, all right. But you're saying it's okay?
Yeah, for you, it's fine.
Okay.
You can come all you want.
All right.
But the kids that cry themselves to tears and nothing to do.
Really? Nothing at all?
No,
okay.
no.
Wow. Okay, it's a little bit discouraging, but you know what? It's best to find out these things like before and not after. After all, I mean, she is from here. She would know, that's a bad idea to bring kids here to Chéticamp because it's like she says, there's absolutely nothing for kids to do in Chéticamp.
What do you mean there's nothing for kids to do in Chéticamp? There's plenty to do.
But you don't have a mall, you don't have an arcade, you don't have a water park, you don't even have a movie theater.
You must be from the city.
Yeah, but Toronto actually, but what does that have to do with anything?
Well, everything. Tell me, why would you want to bring your kids here?
No, niece and nephew.
Well, your niece and nephew. Why would you want to bring them here? To get out of the city, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, can you imagine in the summer how hot it is in the city of Toronto? I mean, everybody wants to get.
Well, right. So, if you get out of the city, you come here, and you expect the same big things as you have out there, might as well just stay in the city, right?
You know what? I've never thought of it that way. And you know what? I love my niece and nephew, but it bugs me they got their nose and their computer and the games and videos, stuff. It would do them a world of good to get out into the fresh air.
Right, and there's lots of stuff to do here. Like, there are lobster tours and whale cruises. I'm sure your niece and nephew have never seen a real live whale or how to catch a lobster.
Oh my God, I've never seen that.
See? And there's horseback riding,
right.
There are even bike rentals.
Oh, really?
And, apart from that, you can just spend a day at the beach. Go for a walk on the beach. It's really nice.
Wow. You're going for a walk on the beach. You don't get to do that too often in Toronto.
Apart from that, of course, there's the Cape Breton Highlands National Park.
Oh!
There are tons of trails to do over there, like hikes.
Yeah.
There are even activity books for kids.
Great!
And if it rains, there are museums all over the place. Like there are some in Pleasant Bay or in Bedeck. And in Chéticamp, there's the Drugs Museum, as well as the Saint-Denis where they make their own masks. They're even
Can you actually go and make your own?
Yeah, there are even mask making workshops.
Wow, I'm impressed. What else?
Well, at night. At night there's music in the restaurants, but there are also music shows here at the La Place des Arts, Perron Saint-Michel, the big theater there.
Oh, there's a theater here?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow, well thanks, that's a lot of great ideas.
Wow.
I'll be sure to bring my niece and nephew here next year.
Perfect.
Wow, that was great. My God, I never realized there were so many things for kids to do, in Chéticamp. I mean, they're just gonna freak. I can't wait to tell them about this place, but, all that talking about the going out into the big outdoors and fresh air, it's got me thinking about an item I have on my bucket list that there's something I've always wanted to do. This particular trail in the national park that I've always wanted to do. I've got to get there now. I just need to figure out who I could. There's got to be a local person that would know. Oh, here comes someone. Excuse me, madam. Are you're from here?
Yeah.
From Chéti.
Yeah, the Chéticamp.
Yeah, Chéti.
Chéticamp.
Okay, well, yes. Well, anyway, I was just wondering if you could point me in the direction how to get to the Skyline Trail.
The Skyline Trail? You want to go to the Skyline?
Well, yes,
Oh, no.
What?
You must be crazy if you want to go there.
Well, why would you say that?
Oh, my goodness. You must be a tourist like that. You.
Oh, yeah, I'm from Toronto, actually.
Oh, Toronto, how nice. Okay, but then you must not have heard of the accident we had on the Skyline a couple of years ago there. No, there was this woman, she was walking, and she got killed by some coyotes.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Horrible? It's right down scary. It's really scary. It's not the worst part, okay? There was this teenager, she was camping one time. She almost got her head bit off by some coyotes.
My God, those are scary stories.
Oh yeah, I'm even too scared to go walking with my dog. Because they're not only in the park,
No?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah, so, there was even my grandson then, him. He was biking on his bike on the road. And he couldn't really see because it was getting too dark. Meh. He said there must have been at least 2,000 coyotes chasing him after his bike.
2,000? Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just skip the Skyline Trail for this year.
Oh, if I was you, I wouldn't only skip the Skyline. I'd skip this whole part of the trip.
Really?
Skip the Chéticamp, the Cape Trail, the Cape Breton. You skip all that.
Oh, okay.
Just get out
Okay,
here.
thank you.
It's safe.
Oh, my God. I never realized there was so much danger just in taking a walk in the woods. Wait a minute. This is all making sense now. Mr. Harper and all the cuts he did to the national parks, okay? He was trying to help us. Because of all these cuts, less people will be visiting the park, so in a sense, he was trying to protect us. Oh, now I understand. Well, one thing for sure, I'm gonna scratch the Skyline Trail off of my bucket list.
Well, okay, it's none of my business, but why would you want to do that? The Skyline's one of my favorite trails.
Yeah, sure, but haven't you heard about all those coyotes?
Are you from the city?
Yeah, and the coyotes like killing people, and I heard last month that there was, a young boy who was driving on his bicycle and he got chased by 75 coyotes.
Okay, you're from the city, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Toronto actually.
Oh, Toronto, nice. Oh, I love Toronto, but yeah, whenever I go there, I get pretty nervous.
But why would you get nervous about going to Toronto? It's a perfectly fine city. I've lived there all my life.
Oh, I've lived here my whole life too. I'm a real country girl, but yeah, whenever I watch TV, the news, I hear news about violence and drugs and, murders. It makes me really nervous.
no. See, I live in the neighborhood I live in Toronto is perfectly fine. There's hardly any crime whatsoever. I mean, no. Well, okay, I will admit that there are certain parts of the city that you do have to use more caution than others.
Right. So, whenever I do plan a trip to the city, I talk to some of my friends from over there, and we talk about those kinds of things. So, if I use that kind of precaution in your big city, shouldn't you do the same with my big outdoor city?
You know what? I guess that makes sense. But what about all the coyotes?
Listen, I won't lie to you, okay? There was this big accident a few years ago where this woman was killed by some coyotes, but you know, an event like that is just so rare. Like, it's like being eaten by a shark or attacked by some terrorists. It can happen, but the odds are so against it that I wouldn't even worry about it.
Okay, so what you're telling me is there's absolutely no danger for me going into the big outdoors.
No, there are always dangers in nature that you have to be careful, you know? Like, you can't predict the weather.
Right.
Or, you know, you could get lost. You could fall off a cliff.
Right.
And there are even animals bigger than coyotes that you have to worry about, like, you know, moose or bears.
That's true. But what do you do? What do you recommend I do?
Well, whenever I talk to people who are going on hikes, I always tell them to stop by the information center at the entrance of the park. The people there know the park, and they can tell you all the do's and don'ts on how you can have a safe and a pleasant trip in our national park.
Wow. Well, you know, thank you. I think I will do that.
Perfect.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wow. You know what? That was a great piece of advice. I did go to the information center at the entrance of the national park, and they were so helpful, so knowledgeable, you know, that I really felt confident, and you know, that I was going to have a great time on the Skyline Trail. But then I started thinking to myself, you know, trying to plan my day. I was thinking that if I went to the Skyline Trail, if I left now, I bet you that I could be back in Chéticamp to catch some of this exciting nightlife that Chéticamp has. Well, did I say something funny?
I'm sorry, it's just, I never heard the two words of Chéticamp and nightlife in the same sentence.
So I take it there's not much going on in Chéticamp?
Oh no. Okay, listen now. Paint. It watches Chéticamp dry, it was so boring.
Really?
Oh yeah. Listen. You know, our town is so small. Okay?
Oh, we're gonna do this?
Oh yeah, you better believe it.
Okay, well, how small is it?
Okay, it's so small, our town, that the town square is a triangle. Our town is so small that our fire department consists of a 4-year-old bedwetter.
Funny.
Our town is so small that the town hooker, she's a virgin. Our town is so small.
Okay, I get it.
Anyway, you ever hear of New York City, the city never sleeps? Though?
Yeah.
About us, she's got a city, it never wakes up. We're so boring.
Okay, so you're saying there's no music whatsoever?
No, there's no music here. You want to go to music, you have to go to Sydney. Or better yet, you go to Chéticamp, they want you there.
Chéticamp?
I'm sorry, you go to Halifax.
I have to go to Halifax?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's all you have to do. Go drive to Halifax.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Gee. I don't know, but I think every piece of information I ever read about Cape Breton and commercials, everybody I've ever talked to said, my God, you gotta come here for the music. There's 1,000 fiddlers and singers and dancers. They're coming out of the trees. There's music on every, in every bar and restaurant. Wow, this is really, really surprising. Well, I guess they were hyping up the advertising a bit, to say the least. Well, all right, I guess I'll have to get to see some music in Halifax. I just hate the idea of driving all that way just to listen to some music.
Why would you want to drive to Halifax for some nightlife? There's plenty going on here.
But I heard you didn't have any music. In fact, I heard that your town was so small that
you must have met our town comedian. She's quite a hoot, huh?
Yeah, really. So, you're saying that there is actually some music and things?
Oh my gosh, we've got music coming out of our ears here. Your only problem is going to be trying to fit all of Chéticamp's nightlife into one night.
Really? Like what?
Well, like there's some fiddling at the restaurants.
Okay, I love that.
Oh yeah, and then there's the local music association, LAMAC, who has the songwriter circle every Tuesday nights.
I love those kind of songwriting, singing circles or whatever.
Yeah?
Wow.
Well, perfect. That's for you then.
Okay.
There's also le Festival de l'Escaouette's main stage shows.
Oh, in the theater? I heard you have a nice theater.
In the great big theater, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And of course at night, you know, you just go to a bar. Mm-hmm. We have the Gabriel Bar and the Doryman Tavern.
Wow. You know what? I might just have to stay the whole week to take that all in.
Well, there's an idea.
Okay, well, thanks.
See ya.
Wow. That's something. You know what? I should call my hotel and see if I can extend my visit for the whole week. I mean, this is so exciting. Wow. I never Elyse, any more costumes?
Nah.
Okay, well, that's it then. The end.